Let them eat cake. It's a famous French saying, of course, and I'm not sure that it included dogs, but it should have, because dogs have birthdays too. Dawn Ford from the Seattle BARKERY is our special guest today. You're going to love her day job. Dawn, welcome to Spirit 105.3. We are just so intrigued by what you do. How did you start this business?
It was almost 8 years ago. My husband and I had a pet care business, and you may or may not remember, but pet treats were getting recalled left and right that were coming from China, being sold even at Costco and local pet stores. And it was really scary because there was no regulations coming overseas, and they were essentially hurting dogs. And these were some of the treats we were buying.
Wow.
And just thought, how hard could it be? Turns out it's a little harder than you think. So we started messing around with some recipes. We had all these doggy customers to try out on, and some were hits, some were major fails. And the BARKERY was born. We got a small group of treat menu. We started selling them to our clients. We did a stint at the farmers market. But being in Seattle, it rains a lot. Besides this summer, normal summers are mixed with a good amount of rain too. So we found ourselves kind of drenched at the market, and an ice cream truck for dogs was my obsession. And I wore my husband down enough to where he bought one, and we hit the road running. We do dog parks, farmers market, yappy hours, dog-friendly breweries.
Yappy hours.
We'd go anywhere anyone would have us, really.
Oh.
And then one truck became two, and then we opened a retail store, and here we are 4 locations later.
So what would you recommend for my 11-year-old flat-coated retriever mix? What, as the master chef there, what do you think that she would like?
Well, are we having any teeth issues?
No, my teeth are fine. No, I don't think so.
Well, retrievers, labs, they tend to be pretty easy in the treat department. So we'd kind of guide your pup to, are we a meat fan? Are we a peanut butter fan? And then we can kind of divide the menu from there. We now offer like 14 things we make fresh every day on our menu. Everything's soft, more bakery style. We had a little Pekingese missing most of his teeth, so that was important to us to have things that weren't just months old on the shelf. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question about this incredible tennis ball cake that you made for a beautiful husky named Nuna. Now, can the dog eat the cake?
Oh, yeah, they're 100% pet-safe ingredients. We make them fresh. So Nuna chose our bacon cheddar flavor. We have 2 cake flavors, peanut butter banana or bacon cheddar, meat lover or sweet lover. And then we frost it with whipped cream cheese, actually, and then we use pet-safe coloring to get your colors, your tennis balls. But I'm happy to report we did over 5,000 custom cakes last year alone.
Wow.
Just in the Pacific Northwest.
Sure.
And we've gotten no bad reports, no diarrhea, no throwing up. You have to kind of use, like maybe your dog skips dinner or just has a little slice.
Sure.
You have to be somewhat involved in this decision-making. But I have a little Chiweenie, and she ate like half of a cake, and then she was good for a couple meals and had a couple desserts. And, it was the best week of her life.
Do the humans typically invite other dogs to the party so that they can cut the cake for all the little pups?
They do, yes. There's dog bars in Seattle now, especially all over, really, Everett, Woodinville. So I think that's a good hosting place. Or they buy a cake for their dog to take to daycare like you would for a child. Or they invite family dogs, neighbor dogs, or they have a few dogs. All the cakes come on a custom Frisbee, so it's a toy as well. And then we include complimentary party hats, and sometimes people will ask for 16, 20.
Oh, my goodness.
These parties get out of control. It's just a good time.
What I love about your story most of all is that it seems like you found a way to take your passion and turn it into a way to make money. So what do you say to somebody, Dawn, who hasn't found that yet? How do you do that?
Oh, gosh. Well, my husband and I started this, and I think our parents and our siblings thought we were nuts. But we luckily kind of tap the market, especially here in the Pacific Northwest. Everybody's crazy about dogs.
Sure.
We get calls from all over the world, actually, like, can you help me start this? What do I need to do? And there is a good amount of red tape to get through, regulations and requirements. The health department told us, like, we don't even know how to handle this.
Wow.
But now they're popping up, and I love the idea of a doggy treat truck on every corner.
Me too.
Would it work in Alaska? Would it work in Ohio? I don't know, but it works here.
Oh, well, we're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we're going to pop by and see you all one day.
We'd love to see you guys.